Hey, what's up, YouTube? It's AFOL man, Emery here, and I figured today we could talk about getting sales on BrickLink. I get asked a lot, either on Instagram or even here on YouTube, how can I get sales? I just started my BrickLink store. I haven't had any sales yet, so I figured we could discuss some tips that I have for you. I'm not guaranteeing you're going to get sales, but let's go over a few of them. First off, obviously you got to have the Lego if you want to make the sales. So what I'm saying is, don't think you're going to start a BrickLink store, go out and part, 10, 20 sets, small sets probably. I mean, maybe if there are 10 or 20 big sets, you probably get some good sales. But, a lot of people go out and buy 5 sets they find on sale, or they find some stuff on the pick-a-brick wall, and they think, oh, I'm just going to make sales. And then they sit there and they have like 20 different items in their store and nobody buys it. You really got to have a lot of a variety of Lego. So what you want is you want a lot of variety, and second, and maybe even more important, you want a lot of each one of the items you have. And that really, like I said, is probably maybe even more important, having more of one lot than another. So if you're at a store and say financially all you can afford is a certain amount of buying, it would be better to buy all of one set to part out than buy a handful of sets, because typically people who come to a store to buy something, they want a lot of it. They don't want to, you will get people who will come for just one brick or a few of this brick, few of that. But for the most part, if they're building something big, they're going to want a lot of whatever it is they're coming for. And so if you have a lot of that, gray brick or whatever it is, of plates, you're going to sell it. And I can tell you, whenever I just recently parted out 29 of the hidden side buses, and immediately somebody bought all those windows. They were like the little black, there's a 4x4 window frame and the glass that goes in it, like a bag of it. They bought all of that. So maybe they're building a big skyscraper. I don't know what they're building, but they needed a lot. And they don't want to pay shipping at a bunch of different stores, so they want to come to somebody who has a lot. So if you can, go all in on as many sets as you can of the same set to try to part out, so you get it's better to have shoebox. I don't know if you see them, down there. It's better to be using totes than it is little tiny drawers to hold stuff. Like, this drawer ain't got nothing in it, so ain't nobody gonna buy that. But you also do want that variety. I think my store is about 2,800 lots, something like that. Ideally you want to be, and you'll see on BrickLink, there are some stores over 1 million pieces, but maybe like 100 lots or 1,000, really low on lots, because maybe they're like over by Denmark, in Germany or whatever. Maybe they're in a Lego user group, and they have access to Lego to sell that they're not supposed to. And so they have giant amounts of certain pieces, and they'll do okay. But when you have a variety, somebody might come in for a minifig hairpiece. A lot of minifig stuff is obviously good. So they come in for a minifig hairpiece. They're paying shipping. They're just gonna look around your store to see what else there is. So when you have a lot of variety, you might get more sales that way. So you want a lot. Don't think you're just gonna part out a few and people are gonna come to you, unless you're parting out something that's old and rare and has some very rare pieces in it. I've actually been putting stuff in the store before, and I put the wrong color, I thought it was pink instead of like bright pink, whatever. Boom, somebody ordered it like immediately. Like, people are on to those rare colors that are, out there. So you gotta be careful when you enter stuff too. Another thing to do is promote yourself. I know, before I got into Lego, I didn't have a Facebook and Instagram. Obviously, I didn't have a YouTube. I was a watcher, but I wasn't a producer. But, if you don't have an Instagram, start one just to post, like, I found these Legos on sale. I'm gonna put in my BrickLink store. You know, you might get some people hating on you for swooping all the Lego. People are always, you know, I've had some crazy comments. You know, I've even had people make videos against me because I, you know, found Lego deals to resale. But you know, if you don't promote yourself, you know, you're kind of just by yourself. You know, companies pay tons of money to run ads. And you know, a long time ago when I was on, you know, more popular on YouTube than I am now, and I was putting up videos, you know, some BrickLink store approached me and a handful of other YouTubers and was like, yo, I'll give you like $25 a store credit if you promote my BrickLink store. Basically, I think it was like if you order from me, you know, I'll basically give it to you for free, 25 bucks, as long as you do a haul video, you know, a shout out to his BrickLink store when you did the unboxing. And I thought to myself, I did look, but there was really nothing in the store I needed. But that's when I thought, why would I promote his BrickLink store when I have a BrickLink store? You know, why don't I promote my BrickLink store? So that kind of, you know, that's when I started promoting it more on Instagram, promoting more even here on YouTube, and doing more content like this, talking about it. Now, you know, with anything like YouTube, Instagram, that's another thing. Don't think you're gonna just start a YouTube channel and boom, have 1,000 subscribers in a month, or you know, get hundreds of followers on Instagram. It takes time. I will give you that. And so collaborating, maybe, you know, that's a whole separate video, how to grow a YouTube channel, how to, you know, grow, you know, Instagram. I will tell you, use good hashtags, you know, collaborate if you can with other people, but, you know, promote yourself as far as selling on BrickLink. Nobody else is going to promote you. You got to get out there and show people what you got. Because I can tell you right now, I don't know what the percentage of it is, but you guys know, you watch me, and some of you will see that I bought this, and maybe you see me on Instagram post about it, and you go, wow, you know, I need those parts, and I'll get them. Now, you know, another thing you can do on BrickLink, which you should know this if you're on BrickLink, is send out notifications to people when you upload. It asks you when you upload, you know, do you want to send out notifications? Because there's people who want these parts. You want to do that. And then you'll also get fans that's basically people who choose to follow you and, you know, see what you're uploading, see what you're selling. You know, you can send them all a message and say, hey, everything is on sale, or hey, I just added these parts to my store, whatnot. You know, I don't typically do that as much as I should. I know it's probably been 2 years since I sent a notification to all the fans, and I don't know how it really works if they're a fan on BrickLink, if they're notified when I upload. I don't know, but I do know you can send them messages to tell them. So, you know, any fan base you have, social media following, that will help promote your sales, obviously, and help you get more sales. Because I can tell you, just like, you know, with YouTube, waiting for people to subscribe, just like, you know, Instagram, just like BrickLink, it's kind of, you upload. I know the first set I uploaded to BrickLink was like that. It was like a Superman. That was like when Man of Steel movie came out. It was one of those smaller sets. So maybe it was like the Escape Pod, you know what I'm talking about. It was a small set I found on sale, and that's when I decided to do this, BrickLink. I think I got like 10 or 15 of those, and I uploaded them, and it was just crickets. Crick, crick. You know, I was just like, okay. But that's the thing. You gotta be dead. If you gotta want it, you gotta have the money to invest in it. It's not a easy get rich scheme. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time, and you gotta really weigh that out. If it's worth your time and energy, you're not gonna get rich. Now, you know, and another thing that is kind of a double-edged sword is being a collector or just being in it for just resale. There's a lot of people on BrickLink who do not care about Lego at all. They just care about making money and working from home, and more power to them. So, you know, it's kind of like I said, it's a double-edged sword. So it's kind of a good thing to have a BrickLink store if you're a collector, because you might buy, you say you collect minifigs, you might buy a set just with minifig, you can upload those parts. or you want that set and you could sell the minifigs so you don't care, or vice versa. It's a good way to sell stuff you don't need or want anymore that you maybe collected at one time. But at the same time, you know, you could start pulling out stuff that you need to really sell and just be like, I'm going to keep it for myself because I'm a collector and a builder. You know, so, you know, it's kind of a double-edged sword. But for me, it's worked out good. Obviously, you guys know I'm kind of in a dark age. I did buy the NES. It should be here today. I'm waiting on it. But I haven't really bought much in a while for myself. So BrickLink's been a way that I've been selling some stuff. eBay, obviously, too. But that's just some tips. I figure I'll do some more videos kind of like this. You know, I don't know. I'll just make some content for you guys. I think some of you guys enjoy hearing what I have to say. And you know what? It's promoting myself. Check out my BrickLink store. I'll put a link down in the description. As always, guys, thanks for watching. Hit the thumbs up. See you in the next video. Bye.